Hey, wonderful people, what's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Just turned to midnight, and today, as I promised you, I'm gonna do something special, a very special house, special fragrance, and this fragrance gonna be a courtesy of FragranceBD page, one of my most favorite page to actually try out fragrances in Bangladesh, and some of the most, let's say, nicest and humble guys in fragrance community in Bangladesh. So they have sent me recently three awesome samples, official samples as well as the decan to try and review. The most important thing I would like to tell you, this is house is called Francesca Bianchi. I think that's the correct way of pronouncing. So this house, they are the official authorized dealers in Bangladesh. They are the sole distributor of these perfumes. And today I'm going to review Lost in Heaven. This beautiful perfume, as you can see, the juice color is very rich and honey color here. And I have gone through some of it and I have it on my hand. So I'm going to review this today and let you know what I think of it. So thank you so much, FragranceBD. Guys, if you want to buy this full bottle, or even I think if they have samples, I'm not sure, you can check out the page. I'll leave the link below. So let's try this fragrance. This is this house. First of all, the three fragrances that I tried, I have two other samples somewhere here. These two I also tried, but I'll review in time, okay? Panthu bhai and Shubho bhai, thank you so much. These two, other two are also very, very bold statement of fragrances. They are very rich. Extrait Parfum 30 ml will cost you in Bangladesh about, I think now they're going for a little bit discount, like 8500 taka. That translates to something like $100. So you might see it as like, oh, a little bit expensive. Also, you might see it as a affordable niche house, because many other fragrances of 30 ml Extrait Parfum cost you well over $200. So here we go. If this house is worthy of looking at, how do they smell? Particularly this fragrance, Lost in Heaven, how does it smell? I believe this is the simplest of the three that I received. So I'm starting with this one. So dry down is just here lovely. It's not totally unique, first of all, this fragrance. I'll tell you the notes as I go. But the fragrance is very lovely. If you are a fan of orange blossom, if you like florals, if you like the likes of floral fragrance like Midnight, what's the fragrance I'm remembering? Mancera, Purple Flowers, or the other fragrance that I'll review soon. I think this is called Carnal Flower. If you like floral fragrances, I'm calling this a floral fragrance. Many people would say this is a lot more, but florals are dominant here. And the fragrance, it's a very potent fragrance. First of all, the 30 ml, you're thinking like Extrait Parfum, how strong are they? This is as strong as a perfume gets, okay? It will last for a very, very long time. So first of all, performance is great. Second of all, this fragrance, if you ask me, who's this fragrance for? I would say at first, women, then I would say it's for men. Anybody can use it, but it would be like fragrance for women and men. That's how I would describe it. It's kind of tad bit feminine, but it has a strength. So the fragrance, I will obviously not remember all the notes. I opened Fragrantica. I'm cheating a little bit here, but I'm going to tell you what I get from this. So upon initial blast, you just need that one spray of this. Less is more, okay? One spray from this, even this small sample. I think let's say two makes one big spray. So 1 to 2 sprays of this sample, it's adequate. If you have this, like let's say somewhere here, I would wear this here, right under my like throat here, you know, like even if you're a lady or a dude. Why here? This is not really near your ears, okay? So you're not gonna really detect it so strong, but here, what's gonna happen is like a little bit here, just before your shirt starts, you know, like your top starts. A little bit under your shirt, it will catch, and a little bit on the exposed skin, it will project beautifully. So this kind of perfume, you're not gonna feel choked, even though it's a very heavy, thick feeling. So other notes that actually, I would say highlights here are, I think, heliotrope and ylang ylang, then orange blossom. These three are very major players. Then there is surrounded like beeswax, and there's also castoreum. They have other notes like I think galbanum, not galbanum, one other floral. It has mimosa flowers, as well as they have other notes like I don't know, they say what, coriander, no, not coriander, cumin. They have musk, yeah, I can see musk in it. Then they say ambergris and citrus, cinnamon, sunloot. Okay, what I'm going to tell you, imagine something of a fragrance that is thick white color in nature. It's very musky, floral, and it's all the florals that you smell are kind of white and clean. So this is the fragrance. Even the juice color is kind of like honey colored. It's It's little bit dark. It's a little bit sweet with that honey. Let's say that beeswax. I think that's why they gave this juice color, rich opulent juice color. So you can actually sense that honey. I get that honey from this, and the honey feels like it's coming out of those flowers. You know what I mean? So the bees are extracting honey. Imagine, and those beautiful florals surrounding all day. You know, this is a beautiful floral fragrance. If you have been a fan of Fleur de Mal by Jean-Paul Gaultier and you wanted something a bit more pungent and less animalic, this probably is the female counterpart of that fragrance. That fragrance, many people said, was already that white bottle of La Mal, the torso. I wanted that bottle so much. That one felt like a distant cousin of Kuros, but was less animalic. This is, that castoreum is not that animalic, but you can actually see the traces of those two fragrances in this. So I think Francesca Bianchi, you know, like I read something upon her, what do you call, the when I googled, okay, so let me read some of it. She actually told a little bit about her. She said, after I graduated in history of art in Florence, my passion for perfume making started by a book on natural perfumery and a handful of essential oils. Since then, I have been studying and experimenting on my own. And she said, I have resided in many cities: Florence, Berlin, Luxembourg, Amsterdam, where she is working right now, and making these perfumes in her own house, while working in an art book publishing as well. So she's once in Amsterdam, where I currently live, decided to quit my previous job and launch my own line of perfumes. That's pretty inspiring stuff, I would say. She's a beautiful lady, and I think the perfumes they're making, the three that I sniffed so far, are niche quality, very posh, lush, smells very expensive, smells natural. So they're using natural ingredients and good quality ingredients. So I am not quite sure if all their fragrances are very unique, but obviously you're gonna find, since many perfumers use let's say similar kind of notes in many fragrances, so you can pick up common notes here and there, okay? But this one right here, kind of like let me spray it once more. I get kind of like a clementine sort of orange up top as well. So that's that fruity tone up there. Yeah, it's very strong. It's very strange sort of orange. Let me see what kind of orange. I think it's tangerine. Yeah, so they use tangerine, grapefruit up top, and it's very kind of like a strong, I mean, at first you may not really like that initial burst. Give it time. After 10-15 minutes, this fragrance is pure magic. More time passes by, the dry down, that's where the beauty is in this proper niche fragrance. You know, that's what I really love about some of the niche fragrances that dry down. Even forget about niche. Any fragrance that has development on dry down, on, you know, like more hours go by, they become more interesting, like Diorum Intense, you know. So Kuros, I find that to be a very phenomenal kind of a property of a fragrance. So that's the best way I can put this fragrance. It's very nice on the dry down. More time passes by, it grows and it keeps you interested. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I'm really impressed by it. It's simple, mild animalic, but it's just very easy to love. But here's the thing: if you're not a fan of floral fragrances, this is not gonna be your cup of tea. So better get a sample or get a decant. I don't know how you're gonna test it. Test it before buying. That would be my humble request. But this is a very good investment, because the 30 ml extrait parfum, the price that you get, under $100 in Bangladesh, very good pricing. So FragranceBD, you can check them out. They have, I think, these 3 fragrances available right now. If you buy all 3, you get even special discount on top of that individual discount. So yeah, Lost in Heaven, it's getting 9 out of 10 from me. Not quite a masterpiece, but very well done, very rich, multi-layered kind of fragrance. Just the opening, I'm not very big fan. The heliotrope and the tangerine combo is very challenging to my nose, but dry down is absolutely something to die for, okay? So check out Lost in Heaven by Francesca Bianchi. That's my first one. I will have 2 more other fragrances that I have to review, and I'll be doing another fragrance review right after this. That would be a re-review of a fragrance, but a full-on presentation. I just want to show you. Take care, guys. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye-bye.